First of all, at the beginning of our conversation, I would like to thank you for your decision to participate in the event commemorating the 80th anniversary of the Great Patriotic War. I remember our constructive conversation in 2023 when you came to our country to participate in the Russia-Africa Summit in St. Petersburg. This visit to Russia on the occasion of the 80th anniversary reflects the friendly nature of our relations. I also recall, I remember it well, I also recall the contribution to the defeat of Nazi Germany and its satellites. More than 30,000 inhabitants of Burkina Faso were part of the anti-Hitler coalition. Thank you for that. Who fought alongside France with Charles de Gaulle, the legendary Charles de Gaulle. Today, what unites us now is the fight against extremism and terrorism. It is a matter of restoring constitutional order in the face of radical groups in the certain regions of Burkina Faso. Over the past 2 years, we have made significant progress in our cooperation across various fields. At the end of 2023, after more than 30 years of interruption, the Russian embassy in Ouagadougou was opened. I would like to say that our exchanges are still modest, but they are increasing. This is an encouraging trend that we hope will continue. The goal is to work on strengthening our economic relations and trade exchanges. I would like to mention what was accomplished in October 2024 during Burkina Faso's Economic Days in Russia. A delegation was received along with the Prime Minister. We have created an intergovernmental commission, and at the end of last year, we also established a working group. We will continue to assist your country in the preparation and training of new professionals in 2024-2025. The quota of Russian scholarships for citizens of Burkina Faso will be doubled. 27 students will be welcomed, 27 additional students regarding the federal budget. With regard to cultural relations in Ouagadougou, we opened the Russian House in 2024, where Russian is taught. We also have potential for cooperation in the field of health. On April 24th and 25th, Mrs. Popov traveled to Ouagadougou. She is in charge of the conditions and development of scientific laboratories in Ouagadougou. We wish to continue these efforts. Last year, we delivered 25 tons of wheat, and we hope to deliver other foodstuff. We are also seeing coordination of our efforts on the international stage with Burkina Faso. We have also held consultations with the countries of the Confederation, the Sahel countries, as demonstrated by the event that took place in April of this year in Moscow. Thank you for your attention. Comrade President.
I pronounce it well, and it is an honor to be here at the celebration of the 80th anniversary of the victory in the Great War. So I wanted to congratulate you and thank you for this invitation, which is a symbol for me. And during my time here, I must admit that I have learned many lessons. The session I attended before dinner the night before, the cultural session, made me realize that history and culture are the foundation for building a strong and resilient army. Together, we were able to see all the sacrifices that the Soviet people made so that we can live in a free world today. And so we want to thank for this invitation, because these moments have also allowed us to reflect on our own situation and to think about new perspectives. And with that, I believe that the obstacles we face today should not stop us. Obstacles are a good thing, something we must overcome. Despite all the sanctions imposed by France for the past 45 years, we have managed to escape them, thanks to God and thanks to you. Russia has managed to develop an internal mechanism that puts it at the forefront of the international stage. And we are learning, we are taking careful note of these lessons that we have learned here, and also at the same time at the parade. I want to say that I was amazed to see the sequence of the vehicles that paraded before us, especially from the legendary T-34 tanks. That won during the Great War up to today's modern tanks. How much then has the Russian army modernized? How much has technology then contributed to strengthening this army? And in this context, we hope that the cooperation we have can be strengthened exponentially. I already thank you for everything that has been done for us, especially the scholarships that are granted to Burkina, and that will increase. And this morning, I visited the University of Chemistry, and I was saying that the area we will focus on, after defense and security, is education. This is the area that interests us the most, especially the sciences. Russia needs to help us train our youth, especially in the field of science, so that we can develop machinery in our own country, whether it's machinery for the military or for industry, because only in this way will we be able to develop within Africa. The war that is being imposed on us today, we believe, is just another manifestation of Nazism. Because the terrorism we are facing today is not really terrorism, it is imperialism. It is our land that interests those who are fighting against us. So, ending this war, building a strong army, and launching the development of our homeland. This is the essence of our struggle, and we are counting on you, above all, to train our personnel. Because cooperation, as is often said, in Africa, we tend to make a lot of requests. We know that you are engaged in a special military operation. We understand all the challenges involved and what the future holds, which is certain for the whole world. We can understand that. So we may not be here to ask for a lot of things, to request aid or anything like that, but the help you can give us is above all this transfer of knowledge that we seek. And so we hope to have more scholarships and to explore ways in which we ourselves can provide scholarships to our students to study here. And thirdly, how can the universities here be replicated in Burkina Faso, especially the one I visited? And there are also many other universities in the field of sciences. How can we replicate them in Burkina Faso with all the necessary laboratories required to provide practical training for our youth, so that we can truly be at the heart of our own development? So this is the main request we currently have in the context we are experiencing, in order to be able to transform everything we have locally, for who possess many qualities within themselves, and that Burkina Faso becomes a hub where many young Africans will come and also learn science. Because here in Russia, you have eminent scientists, and there have been many scholars whose works we continue to study. I think it is a haven where we can draw on science to develop ourselves. The other thing, especially in the military field, is that we have many projects with the Ministry of Defense.